Well, it's a little chilly out here today, but very pleasant. Birds are singing, it's nice and sunny. So what I'm doing this morning is hanging my wind chimes back up because I miss them. But this is everything I have to plant yet. I have a little dogwood and a mulberry tree. Those are going in pots. And then over here I have this tree, and this is a Moore Park apricot. So that's going in a pot too. I bought big pots and I have big pots. And then over here I have to plant all this. These are climbing roses and regular roses. This is an Italian plum. Looking forward to that. This is a tree rose. I finally got everything. And this is a little apple tree, just a plain old apple. So I hung up these, I guess you'd call them wind chimes, but they're solar chimes. Sun, moon, and stars. Well, the moon and the stars anyway. Not the sun. And those are, they light up different colors. They're so pretty at night. So I have those over here, and then what I'm doing over here, I'm putting my big wind chimes, one here and one here. I'm setting them up different than last time. And then my little ones, I'm going to put like over here and over here. So setting up the wind chimes a little bit differently, but that's okay. And then I have to plant all these little arborvitaes. I have 8 of them. So I have to get those done. So little bits at a time. I'm getting all the wind chimes and everything out of the garden and back up here on the deck because I love to hear the sound they make. So I've been missing them. So I have my little helpers here. And this over here, I'm going to have to plant 3 of the trees in here, the big ones will go in here. So I have to get out there. I'm also going to fix the fence. But I can't do all that in one day. That's going to take me a good week to get everything done. But yeah, just look at these flowers. They're so beautiful. So I'm just sort of do-de-doing my way through the morning here. I can't rush anymore. And then that takes the fun out of it. You know, if I have to rush, gardening should be peaceful and happy and zen. So everything's starting to come out green now. Happy about that. But still lots of cleanup to do in the garden. All right, well, I'm going to putter around here a little bit more and see how far I get. If I get all the wind chimes hung up where I want them, I'll be happy. I made some progress. I hung up a chandelier and some of my wind chimes. And then over here, I'm going to put my little fountain, and I'm going to put tropical plants in here, my elephant ears and whatever else I find. So I'm happy about that, and I have a bunch of garbage to go out. Tomorrow's garbage day. This is an umbrella I have to put up in the garden, and these are going in the garden, so that'll be going. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress I made. Same here, more arborvitae. So once I get everything planted, at least the deck is starting to come together. And I'm very happy I got my wind chimes back up. This one I have to fix. The top is broken, but it's a nice big one and it has a beautiful sound. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress I made today. All right. Alrighty then. I did get something accomplished today. Yesterday, I couldn't accomplish much of anything. But I feel better today after a good night's rest, so I'm having some chai tea now, taking an afternoon break. Cheers. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot that I got my wind chimes put back up, but you guys know I have a lot of wind chimes, so I'm very happy I got that done. Got rid of a couple of boxes out there, so it's starting to look better because it looked pretty bad. So right now I'm working on the deck, and but if it's decent tomorrow, I did something simple today because I didn't want to aggravate my problem. So tomorrow, if I'm feeling better, I'm going to start planting some of the stuff that I got because I can't leave them in water too long. The roots will rot. So that's my plan, and hopefully within the next few days, if the weather holds out, I'll be able to get my stuff planted. Now for me, the hard part is I'm putting everything in really big pots because I want to make that their permanent home and then just sort of feed them periodically, whatever needs to be done. But everything out there that I'm planting, I want to plant in their permanent home now. I don't want to keep moving pots around. I don't want to keep moving dirt around constantly. So I have several bags of dirt in the garage that I bought last year, so I'll dump those in the pots. And hopefully that'll be it, and next year I won't have to go through all this moving around, because that to me is it's brutal. I can't do it anymore. I've come to the conclusion that you know, even the things that I bought this year, it's like, oh, I can do that, no problem. You know, I don't have an issue with that. I do have an issue with that. So, unfortunately, if I want to keep gardening, if I want to keep doing things that I do in my house, I'm going to have to make certain things just that's the way they are. Because the only other way that I can make big changes is if I pay somebody. And I just don't have the money to do that. I mean, I'm pretty well, you know, to the bottom of the barrel when it came to the deck. I even told Jeff, my contractor, I said I need some new trim on the outside of the house because some of it is starting to rot after 23 years. And I told him, I said, maybe in the fall. I said, you know, I have to save up some more money. But I'm not done with the home repairs. That still needs to be done. And then I still have to work on my windows. And hopefully I can get some cash together. But the windows, I'm going to get 3 every year until I have them all replaced. But I have 13 windows in my house. So some of them are in kind of bad shape. You know, the seals are broken, and I know you can replace the glass or you can repair the seals, but I can't repair the seals. And I checked into just replacing the glass in the windows, and it was almost as much as getting a whole new window. So to me, that was not worth it. I would just rather get a whole new window than, you know, put glass in that may or may not last. So that's what I'm doing. So far I've replaced 4 windows. Well, if you count these two, this big window here, they're actually 2 windows. If you count those, then, you know, it would be 5 windows. But I usually don't count those. I count those as 1. So far I've replaced 4 windows. The next ones to go will be in my other 2 bedrooms. and my dining room. Those are looking pretty bad. So I already talked to Jeff about that, and he knows about it. So, but I don't know if I can do the windows this year. I may have to wait till next spring. Like I said, I have got to save up some more money. I can't keep taking money out of my long-term savings that I saved for retirement, because that has to last me until I'm not around anymore. So I can't keep taking money out and taking money out for extras. So anyway, yeah, as you get older, you think you can still do things, and you can. You can do lots of things as you get older, but you do have to pare it down to your ability, whatever that might be, because most of us, even if you're healthy today, that can change in a minute. You know, you can be healthy and then all of a sudden, you know, you have some sort of a medical issue. And so, I mean, if you're lucky enough to be healthy, and I've always been a healthy person, but, you know, it's really, if you have arthritis and fibromyalgia and all that stuff, it really, you know, it can throw you for a loop. So anyway, and along with the fibromyalgia comes a lot of digestive problems. And that's probably part of my issue. So, but right now the digestive issues have settled down, so thank God for that. But the fibro and the arthritis, those are really kicking me in the butt. So, but today I felt pretty good, and I tried not to overdo it. I tried to keep it simple, because I find that if I sit all day or lay all day, it gets even worse. So I have to keep moving and doing something, even if it isn't the most comfortable thing to do. So, oh, we had the best time yesterday at my daughter's house, but unfortunately I was dragging. But we got, you know, we had the pasta bar. My mom had a good time. All the kids showed up. The grandkids were all there. We took a lot of family photos. I didn't take any with my camera, so I have to wait for my daughter-in-law and my daughter to send me some of the photos, but really nice photos. And I think maybe for Mother's Day, I'll have some of the photos printed out. You can do that at Walmart. And maybe make her a little album or something with family photos, because she does like to look at pictures. So that's my thought process on maybe something for Mother's Day, which isn't too far off. And actually after Mother's Day, oh my goodness, after Mother's Day, we can start planting our annuals. So, but I'm only going to buy enough, oh my goodness, at any one time, so that I'll be able to get those planted before I buy new ones. Now there is a small window of opportunity there, because sometimes all the best plants are gone. So, but I really don't want to go crazy with annuals this year. I'm working on putting fake flowers in my window box, and I'm doing it a little bit at a time. So I'll stick some flowers in there, and then it's like, yeah, that looks pretty good, and I'll add some other flowers. And I found the trick to making fake flowers arrangements look good is to put a lot of greenery, you know, so you don't have just flowers. Unless you're doing like a hanging petunia or something. But if you're having a mixed variety of fake flowers, putting the flowers in with a lot of greenery looks the most realistic. So that's what I'm doing with my window box. And I have I have a ton of fake flowers now. But I want to make 3 hanging baskets for the deck. And I want to make 2 for the front. And what else? Yeah, so, and whatever's left over, I like to save my fake flowers, and I make different wreaths out of them. So I want to make a new something for my front door. And sometimes you can just switch out the flowers depending on how you make it. If you have like a eucalyptus wreath, then you can just switch out the flowers. You know, you can zip tie the flowers in or twisty tie them in, and then just change the color scheme for fall or winter or spring, summer, whatever it is you want to do. So, yeah, it's always nice to have some fake flowers around that you can make something cheerful with. And even making maybe a gift basket, you know, adding them to a gift basket makes a nice gift. So I'm going to finish up my tea. I have leftovers, thank God, for dinner. So I'm going to have some more pasta for dinner. And so I don't have to cook. So yay! So all right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.